Yeah, so I know that you have a soul,
No, you
and
don't know that. You think I have one. It's what you believe.
there's an immaterial
Because
part of you.
the reason you say you know that is you claim that your knowledge comes from your belief system, which doesn't really make any sense. Because faith is not knowledge.
Well, written in the Bible, and the Bible is God's
Yeah, again,
word.
that's just a claim, and you believe in the Bible. It's not proof of anything. Again, I could just reference Marvel comics and say that the events that took place in those comics really did happen, and you'd be like, "There's no evidence for that," and I would agree, right? But if you're just gonna if you're just gonna appeal to the claims themselves for what you believe in, then I can just appeal to claims
Oh,
as
thank you
well.
for the gift.
Or I can claim that, the entire story of Marvel Comics literally did take place, but it took place in a parallel universe.
Hmm,
And there's no disproving that, but that doesn't make it a justified good belief.
I see. So, has an agnostic, it seems like you're an agnostic or an atheist, I don't know.
Well,
Are you
both.
fulfilled? Are you fulfilled like living this life of without God in your life? Because I believe that
Yeah.
everyone has a hole in their metaphorical heart because they don't have a relationship with their creator.
Well, good thing metaphors aren't real, so I don't really have a hole in anything, so this isn't a problem. It's not a problem for me, anyways. It seems like it's a problem for you, which is kind of weird. It's my
Well,
life.
I get my fulfillment in God, in Jesus Christ, who loves everyone and he
Yeah,
loves
but you
you.
seem dissatisfied with my life.
I'm not like dissatisfied. I'm just trying to like reason with you
Okay.
and hope in hopes that you come to the knowledge of truth, of the truth that
Nope. It's not truth. It's just what you believe in.
okay, well I believe Jesus is the truth and I hope you find
Yeah,
him
I
one
know
day.
that you believe that, but it isn't true, or it's not truth in and of itself. You can't just claim authoritatively that your books are the truth, and the justification, the reasoning behind that claim is your belief itself. That's garbage.
Well, Jesus have shown that he is who he says he is. People have
No,
witnessed
there are
it.
some books written many decades after he died that make claims about the person. There isn't a single contemporary account of his existence even.
That's
I don't think he didn't exist, but there isn't a single historical account from his lifetime about anything that he ever did.
that is actually false. Like the
That's
Book of
actually
Mark.
not false.
You got it
There's
right.
nothing
Yeah.
from his lifetime that talks about him at all. It's all second, third, fourth, fifth hand
That
accounts.
that's actually false.
No, it's not false. It's true. The Gospels were written decades after he died by nobody knows who.
Well, listen, like a lot of people, including I, have experienced um the love and forgiveness of Jesus Christ.
I,
And I
I
know
didn't
a lot of
ask you. I didn't ask you about your experiences. We were talking about the historicity of the
well,
Gospels or whatever, and
yeah.
like,
So even
and
like
all that. So
Even atheist scholars, affirm that Jesus Christ was a a real historical figure,
yeah, I
right?
agree.
They don't. Okay, and
I don't agree
um,
that he went around doing miracles.
well, listen, man. Like people died according to the writings. People died for their testimony of seeing
Yeah, the Heaven's
the
Gate
living
cult. They
Christ.
all died.
No, they
People rushed the
died.
Capitol on January 6th, prepared to die for something they believed
They
in.
were martyred. They were martyred for their testimony of Jesus
Yep.
Christ, what they
Yep.
claimed that they saw, right?
Yep.
So, like, why would people allow themselves to be
Well,
martyred for
okay,
something
no, not for what they claim they saw, because people that were martyred, yeah, they were persecuted by the Roman Empire for a long time, but again, that all happened long after he died.
mm,
What do you mean?
uh,
It didn't become the
I don't know about that.
official Church of the Roman Empire until like
I mean,
300 something.
I have the writings of Paul, and it reads in the writings of Paul, which I believe are reliable, reads that there were over what 500 witnesses who saw the resurrected Christ.
Yeah, again, that's just a story from Paul. Paul was born decades after Jesus died. And so this is just somebody told Paul something. Like that just isn't
No,
very good quality evidence.
you missed the part where he met Christ in the road of
He
Damascus.
did, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
And do you know that because, or why do you think that that's true? Other than because it says so in whichever book says that.
I mean, okay, but
I
like,
mean,
listen,
okay, no, like what's the reason? The
bro, like,
reason is because it's written in that book. That's the
have it
reason.
ever, okay, listen, have it ever occurred to you that you could be wrong, that maybe Jesus
Yeah,
really is the truth? So I'm just saying, like, hey, why don't you like pray to him, ask him, like, hey, if you're really real, I don't even know if I'm talking to the air, but if you're real, hey, show me some sign or something like that, and
dude,
maybe,
I'm working on it, but I'm going in alphabetical order, and there's 10,000 of these deities I need to talk to, and I'm actually going with Yeshua, not Jesus. So Y is it's literally second to last, so it's going to be a long time before I get there because if we're honest, it could be any of those gods or creators, right? So I'm going in alphabetical
mm,
order. I started on this like 10 years ago, and I'm
yeah,
trying really hard with every single one of them and asking them to deliver
I think,
something to me. When I get to the whys, eventually,
yeah,
I'll get there and we'll see what happens.
I think you should skip to Jesus, like, you know
Yeah,
why?
of course you would.
Yeah, like give him
Of
priority.
course, of course, you would reveal your bigotry here. My belief system is better than the
Bigotry.
other belief systems because it's my belief system.
No, I'm just saying you should give Jesus priority because of like
Yeah, because
without
you
evidence.
believe your belief system is better. I'm gonna read you something. You know Jeopardy. You know how in Jeopardy they give you the answer and then you have to imagine what's the question. So
Yeah.
your question will be, which word is this? Um, an unreasonable attachment to a belief, opinion, or faction, in particular prejudice against another membership of a particular group. What do you think that's
Uh,
the definition of?
I don't know. What is it?
Bigotry.
Well, that's not. Well, that bigotry has like a negative connotation. This is not bigotry. This is more like,
No, it
hey,
can't be bigotry if you're doing it, right? Yeah. It can't be bigotry if I say Jesus is the only one you should appeal to because that's my belief system. And I believe my belief system is true. And the reason I believe my belief system is true is because of the claims in the books that are central to the belief system. Oh, wait a minute.
yeah,
That's not really a good justification, is it?
yeah. So like, I guarantee you, if you turn to Jesus Christ, He'll give you a new heart and a new mind, like metaphorically, and you won't be
Well,
as
metaphors aren't real, so there we go.
and and you won't be as condescending and and you know you have like a better attitude
No, I have a
once you
pretty
turn
good
to Christ.
attitude. See, I don't go around telling people that their belief systems are inferior to mine. I don't do
Oh,
that.
I'm not saying it's inferior. I'm just saying it's false. There's truth, and there's lies. There's false and what is true. Yes,
I'm just gonna let the contradiction that was within that sentence you gave speak for itself. So
there's no contradiction.
right, right, yeah.